Hello everybody, welcome back to Shelf Life Extension. My name is Alexis and today I'm coming at you with a Top 5 Wednesday. Now you guys know I've been part of Top 5 Wednesdays for a while and I've done some here and there and I figured, well, it's Wednesday, I have a Wednesday off, I would do a Top 5 Wednesday, and this is a particularly awesome topic that I was like, I very much want to be a part of. It is the Top 5 additions to your wish list, and I'm like, heck yes. So I'm ready to get started. If you don't necessarily know what Top 5 Wednesday is, it is a Goodreads group which is hosted now by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. It was originally started by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, but she has passed on the torch to Sam, and every week, every Wednesday, there is a new topic which is all about your top 5 something or other. So if you're interested in joining the group or finding out more information about it, it's linked down below. I will also link down Sam's channel as well as Lainey's channel and all that good stuff. So these are in no particular order. My first pick is Catch Me If You Can, The True Story of a Real Fake by Frank Abagnale. Now, I added this to my list, like, legitimately in the last couple of days because I have been listening to the musical, like, non-stop because I have a slight obsession with Eyre. Just a small one. So the story is about Frank and how from the ages of 16 to 21 he was a very successful con man. He was able to disguise himself pretty much as a pilot, a lawyer, a doctor, I think, like a whole bunch of stuff, and he passed like $2.5 million worth of checks. And again, all between the ages of 16 and 21, which is insane. So I am very interested in reading his story and seeing like just how he went about doing those things, because it is insane to think about. So definitely that is on my list. Next on my list is With This Curse by Amanda DeWees. It's kind of like a horror mystery, murder mystery thing, because it focuses on this girl named Clara who, when she was younger, at 17 years old, she was a chambermaid to this wealthy family, in which case she fell in love with their youngest son named Richard, and how after the family found out, they kicked her out and were like, get out of here, and she was like, dang it, because she believes that it's all centered around this family curse that she has and that she's grown up with. Shortly thereafter, Richard mysteriously dies. Fast forward 17, 18 years later, the twin brother of Richard seeks Clara out and is like, hey, strange proposition, would you care to marry me and live in the house and, you know, be rich for the rest of your days? And she's just like, sure, you know? And so she goes to this house and then instantly strange things start happening, in which case a lot of that has to focus around the disappearance of Richard. So it gets kind of crazy. It sounds awesome. It's definitely up my alley. It's very reminiscent of Simone St. James's work. So I was like, yes. Seeing that I don't have any more Simone St. James novels to read, I was like, this sounds great and I want to read it. Next on my list is Jane Steele by Lyndsey Faye. Now this I want to read so bad. It's a gothic retelling of Jane Eyre and how Jane in fact murders Mr. Thornfield. She's like, hey, I murdered him and here's why, and it goes through the story in that retelling in that format. So I was like, that sounds awesome. I really do love the story of Jane Eyre. I had to read it for one of my college classes last year and I appreciate it so much more. So I was like, this I need in my life. Next on my list, which you might get at this point, is a recurring theme. I don't know why this is what I want in my life right now. I definitely added Delia Shadow by Jamie Lee Moyer. Again, is like a horror, sci-fi, murder mystery type of novel following this woman named Delia in like the aftermath of the Great Quake in San Francisco way back in the day, and how she can see ghosts, and she's like, I don't want to deal with this because obviously after the Great Quake there's so many ghosts trying to seek her out and get her help. She's like, I ain't dealing with this. So she like packs it up and leaves, but one very determined ghost follows her and is like, no, you need to help us because it's not just about us being dead, it's about the fact that there is a serial killer out there who is getting away with all this stuff because of the Great Quake. So they're like, you need to help us, and she's like, okay, I guess I need to. So all in all, she goes back and tries to help out the ghosts, and I think that sounds awesome. That sounds fun. I definitely think that I would very much enjoy it, and yeah, I kind of want it, so I added that. And then lastly, I added onto my list Queen of the Tearling by Erika Johansen. I have seen this floating around on BookTube for a while, but I was like, and it was on promotion for a really long time in Barnes & Noble every now and then, but it's still, I was just like, but most recently recently the books have been coming out and I'm just like, you know what? It looks awesome, it sounds awesome. I should just add it to my list of things to get. So if you don't know anything about Queen of the Tearling, it's about a 19-year-old girl who is like raised in exile, you know, super Daenerys Targaryen status, and she's like, I'm gonna go back to the castle and steal my throne back. And there's magic, fantasy, sci-fi, battles, I assume. I don't know. It just sounds pretty cool, so I added that to my list. I really don't know what else to say. It sounds awesome, so hopefully one of these days I will grab it. Otherwise, that is it. Those are my top 5 most recent additions to my wish list. If you have read any of these books or are interested in any of these books, please let me know down below, because I'd like to know what you think of them if you have read them. Otherwise, that's it. I will check you guys out later. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.